happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle, and welcome back to another formation review. And today, my friends, we're looking at the highly requested 3-5-2. If you've appreciated the series, myself and Ovi, of course, on a collab, drop a thumbs up, talk to us in the comments, and if you need the tactics that are going to go with the 3-5-2 formation guide, some of the pros and some of the cons, I'm going to link Ovi's video down below. It's been uploaded at the same time that this video has been uploaded. Like I said, that's what a collaboration is all about. And it's getting cold outside, so you're going to see a lot more of the bomber movement. You're going to see the windbreakers. You're going to see the coats, the hoodies, all the above, because that's the type of season that we're in. We've arrived in fall, and a lot of you have been asking me about putting out merch or putting out clothing. That's coming soon. We're working on some different designs. I've got you covered. We're on the same page. Cool? Let's talk FIFA 3-5-2, the good, the bad, the ugly. Now, when we're talking about the pros, you gotta start out, 3-5-2 has options, at least offensively. Someone's always gonna be open, whether it's your overlapping left mid and right mid, because they're not always the first outlet, but they give you that width. You also have that triangle in the middle of the pitch, classic triangle play where you can hit a couple quick passes, and you're gonna put pressure on your opponent in that way. When I've gone up against people that play a 3 at the back, especially a 3-5-2 well, I always feel uncomfortable on the defensive side of the pitch because I don't know where they're going to try to attack me from. You can attack often and you can attack heavy, especially depending on your tactical alignment and how aggressive you want to be going forward. You can sit back and then commit bodies on bodies on bodies. That sounds like I'm doing something on First 48. There's just been bodies on bodies. Or we just watched an episode of The Wire, an amazing TV series if you've never seen that, a classic, or The Sopranos. I'm getting sidetracked, but the point that I'm making is you have middle, or you have the width, and you can go slow, or you can go fast with some of your offensive build-up. This also plays into spacing. Technically, you should always have someone open offensively. Because you have the 3 defenders, you've now committed at least another body. Someone should be there, whether it's a holding mid, it's one of your outside midfielders, it's the cam, it's the strikers. Someone has to be open. You're just outnumbering your opponent. Simple game of math here. Possession play in the 3-5-2 might surprise you, but of course it can work. And that's all about how committed you are to being patient. And that comes down to utilizing your additional space, your additional offensive players. It can be a battle to get the ball off someone in a 3-5-2. If they already have a lead, they might look to recycle and swing it left and swing it right, go backwards, go forwards, and then side to side. That sounds also like a rap song that I've heard. What's that song? Going left, right, and side to side. Da, 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 da. I don't know if that's actually... You know, I'm not, I hope that doesn't come off cringe as well. I've been on a bit of a cringe situation in some of these videos. What else is good? Well, remember, you have all those offensive players that are going forward. Well, when you lose possession, they're still up the pitch. And if you are going for that pressure after possession loss, I mean, I know Ovi will elaborate here, you can put your opponent in a very uncomfortable situation where he feels overwhelmed. He doesn't have any options. He doesn't have any outlets, and for good reason. His best bet is to try to get the ball forward to get at your 3 defenders. But that pass, that outlet, it's not always an easy pick out or an easy find, especially not when you have basically 4 midfielders between the left mid, the right mid, the 2 holding mids, and even a 5th with the center attacking mid, depending how far forward he is, to take away those easy splits, those outlets, those free passes, and then who knows what the strikers are doing, what kind of havoc they're forcing, what they're disrupting. If they're in your face, they don't give you a lot of time on the ball. I've noticed it firsthand, whether I'm playing the 3-5-2 or I'm going up against it. If you get initial pressure after you lose the ball, you're going to get a lot of early takeaways, and early takeaways mean that you're going to receive some gifts. You can fast forward to Christmas time, Santa in the 3-5-2, getting easy opportunities, 1v1s, ball rolls, fake shots, and dragbacks. Put that on a shirt. When we're looking at the negatives, the cons, it's an elephant in the room. You got 3 defenders. That's your trade-off. If your opponent gets through the midfield, they might have a 3-on-3, even a 4-on-3. You make one bad step, and they're going to be able to create an easy chance. And you might not recover as quickly because you don't have as many bodies. And if you're using 3 traditional center backs, maybe you don't have as much pace as you normally would if you had the 2 fullbacks who are usually going to be your burners, where they can go up and down the pitch. They can give you a little bit of everything, both offensively and, of course, on the defensive chase back options. They're going to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, where your old school center back might not offer the same type of complete package. The other negative, or maybe even a concern that kind of sticks out for me, is the 3-5-2 or any of the 3 at the back formations aren't as proven with consistency. And I'm not just talking about playing online versus your friends, but if you're grinding division rivals, if you're playing the weekend league, there aren't that many players that have super high success rates over the course of many matches versus top level talent in a 3 at the back. You can overwhelm somebody, you can beat even great players once or twice, but I do feel that when you're playing a 3 at the back formation, and we're just going to talk 3-5-2 here, that you do have a bit more room for some hit and miss. Margins are a little more extreme. You can definitely beat the brakes off somebody, and you can do it quickly, but you can also concede a couple early goals, and we know how players are committed to possession play in this year's installment, and it's not always easy to make those comebacks, at least not from my experience in FIFA 20. People do a good job of closing out games. They've got a lot of experience over the last few years, so that's something that I want to bring up as maybe a skeptic, is can this formation last versus many top opponents in a row? Is it going to be consistent enough going forward, and more so on the defensive end, making sure that you're not conceding goals? Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop a thumbs up. Of course, it's free to subscribe. Head on over to Ovi's channel. He's giving you the tactics for the 3-5-2. I'm actually going to go over to that video right now myself. I want to see what he's using when he's playing the 3-5-2, because I do think there's some room for interpretation, and that's what I like. And yes, I'm passionate about FIFA. I talk about FIFA with a lot of high energy. I see the comments, and I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.